supportive mattress for a perfect night's sleep, or a beautiful dining room set for the whole family. Don't wait. These incredible savings won't last. Celebrate your hard work with comfort that feels amazing. The Slumberland Labor Day sale going on now at your hometown Slumberland in Pierre. We welcome you back as we are underway, and it will be an ace coming out of the timeouts by Anna Hertz to make it now an 8-4 lead. A timeout was taken by the Pierre Governors as we are in set number 1. And it will be another serve here for the Watertown Arrows, and it will be a point here for the Arrows again at the net. And now a 9-4 lead here for Watertown. I apologize for the technical difficulties on KCCR Sports on YouTube as we are back. That's going to be Jordan Remmers was the one that was serving. She got the ace. And this will be an attack over by the Governors. It is played to the middle of the floor and then right in, right down. And it will be Kerrigan Clatton that will get the first kill of the evening for her. And so now a 10-4 lead for Watertown. This will be set from Olsen. This one's tapped over by the Governors. It will get to the third hit, a free ball from Olsen. Now see the Governors can take advantage of it. Tapped over the nets. This will be over, back, across, and so it will be Addison Novotny to get her first kill. Excuse me, it was not Addison Novotny. That was number 18, Paige Sporer. And Sporer will get her first kill. And the first kill of the evening for the Pierre Governors. So a 10-5 lead now for Watertown as the Governors will serve. As this one will come across and over to the far side. That one, the attack is down and in for Ellie Thury. And it's now 11-5 for Watertown as they have now picked up their 4th kill overall in the first set. Ellie Thury, who just got the kill, now is back to serve for Watertown. This one will just be over the nets. Almost was an ace. It was scooped off the ground by the Govs. And now on a free ball, this one will be blocked at the net by the Governors. Paige Sporer was at the net, was able to knock it down. And we'll give Sporer the kill to make it 11-6. And Alexis Schleckaway now will go back to serve. 11-6 here in the first set in favor of Watertown. Schleckaway's serve. This will be over on the far side. That one will be right down the line. It was out. So a point for the Governors. I believe that was Hertz that took that opportunity. And it's now 11-7. Governors with back-to-back points as they trail by 4 here in the first set. Schleckaway on the serve. This will be an ace for Alexis Schleckaway. And the Govs have scored 3 in a row. And Schleckaway gets the first ace of the season for Pierre. Now 11-8, down by 3. Schleckaway again from the corner on the left side of your radio dial or your screen. On the far side, that's tipped at the net, was over, and then another opportunity, another block by Watertown, and then it lands in the campfire, and the Governors will get the points. It was put back over by Alyssa Lowe, and it turns into a point for the Governors to make it now 11-9. So Alyssa Lowe will get her first points by just putting it across, and Watertown in the miscommunication. 4 straight points for the Governors and got within 2. Free ball here for Pierre. Olsen will set over on the far side. That one's tipped and dug out by Andy Olsen. On the left side, that one's off the net, tipped around, and the Governors will get it back across. Not much of an attack, but it still is across for Watertown. Then over and unably dug out by Hadley Hartz. And it turns into a kill for Watertown. And that was from Anna Hertz to make it now a 12-9 advantage here for Watertown. So they back up by 3 and stop the streak of 4 for the Governors. Olsen on the serve, got Schleckaway backing up. This will be towards the net, but then knocked over by Allie Keys. That one will be into the net. So it's going to be the Governors that are in the net. Sloan Waldron's the one that gets called for the net violation to make it now 13-9, and Watertown's back up by 4. And after the 4-0 run for Pierre, it's quickly back-to-back points for the Arrows. Libero Olsen on the serve again with a 4-point lead. Waldron will set over on the far side and then make that the Waldron attack from Olsen was blocked. And it's another block point. This one by Hertz. And it's the 4th block shot point for Watertown in this first set. Olsen again, and Schleck away. Now Olsen, Molly Olsen that set it over to the far side. Now on the left side, attack comes across and down. It wasn't a big hit by Hertz, but it does fall between everybody. It's a 15-9 advantage and a 6-point lead again here for Watertown. They go right back to a 4-0 run themselves. Olsen serve, Andy Olsen serve goes long. That is a service error. Third one of the first set for Watertown, and a 15-10 lead now for the Arrows, as Sloan Waldron will go back to serve here for Pierre. So Waldron, the 5'7" senior, goes all the way around the floor for this team, and that one will be over, and it will be over by the Governors knocking it down to the net. It was hard to see where that actually had hit. And Pierre ends up with a 15-11 lead now. As this will be played over on the left side. That attack, that'll be knocked down, and it will be a kill for Hertz, her 4th of the set. And it's 16-11 here for Watertown as they go back up by 5. That's their 4th one of the set for Anna Hertz. 4 of the 7 have gone to Hertz. Kinsey Russell is back to serve here for Watertown. It was Hartz to receive, now set in the middle of the floor, tapped over a 3-girl wall. And now the attack from Watertown coming from Siri Bach was dug out. And then right down the line, Keys' opportunity was dug out. Left side over. Easy dig there from Waldron, high up in the air, and it'll be a free ball now coming from Keys. This will be middle of the floor. That one's at the net. I don't think it was ever touched by Pierre, and it will not be touched. It's a 4-hit violation against Watertown, and Pierre gets the point to make it 16-12. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. A 4-point advantage now for Watertown here in set 1. If you're just now joining us, 16-12 is our score in this first set as Hallie Hart's serve goes long to make it 17-12 in favor of Watertown. And the second service error for the Governors in this first set, one for Keys and one for Hart. This serve received. Now Waldron with the set. That one's knocked over at the net, then played it back down the line as it came back across, and Reese Munger set it on the line to the left side, and it goes down for a point for Watertown to go back up by 6, and Munger's got her first official kill after having 2 block shot points in back-to-back opportunities earlier in the set. Hart will receive this serve. This will be on the left side. That is another block by Reese Munger. She's now got 3 block shot points to make it a 19-12 lead, and it will be a timeout taken by the Pierre Governors. 19-12 in set number 1. The Pierre Governors down by 7 to Watertown. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back, it is a 19-12 advantage here on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard for this Watertown Arrows squad over the Pierre Governors, with Jen Brazilius back at the station. John Wick there with you on this Tuesday nights. Coming up Friday, we've got Pierre Governor football, 7 o'clock kickoff from Hollister Field. And we've got coverage at 6:30 on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So the Govs will host the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Then on Saturday, we've got Pierre Governors soccer as the Govs will take on Rapid City Central from Hollister Field as well, starting with a 10 a.m. start of the boys, and the girls game will follow. This one is just barely topped over the net by Addison Novotny to get her first kill of her varsity career. Goes over the net, drops down, no chance for Watertown to make it now a 19-13 game here in set number 1. So now Keys that will serve. There was no whistle, so play did not start. And it will be a redo on the serve for the 5'8" junior. Now she can serve with the whistle. Keys on the serve, knuckleball that goes across. On the left side, the attack. Keys got a shoulder to it to get the dig, and then off to the tip on the kill attempt. It was pushed around in a free ball now here for the Governors to take advantage of. On that left side, that one is tipped, a left-handed kill for Marina Bushbaum. And Marina Bushbaum gets her first kill to make it 19-14. Bushbaum, the 5'9" junior right side hitter. On that right side, took advantage of it with the left hand. This will be a free ball again here. A little miscommunication from Watertown. Middle of the floor, that one is over, dug out, and the Governors were not ready for the ball to come back across. The dig turns into a point as Kinsey Russell dug it out. And you had all 6 Pierre Governors all standing in one spot thinking it was going to be a point. And when the ball came over, all 6 of them were staring pretty much at each other, thinking that one of the other 5 were going to get the ball, and nobody did. And they hit it 3 different times around, and it turned into a point for Russell. So now it's 20-14. The Governors, with 5 points remaining before they fall this first set, will get a point, as Paige Sporer will get the point to make it now a 20-15 game. This will be over for Molly Olson on the serve. On the far side, that one will be tipped back, and Olson now will set it over, and that will be a kill for Ellie Thury to make it 21-15. Ellie Thury's got her second kill. Emery Thury was the big hitter that Watertown is replacing from last year. Ellie Thury looks to be maybe one to try and step into that role, although Anna Hertz has stepped into it here early on. This will be blocked. Another block point for Kerrigan and Klatz, and it's 22-15. That is the 6th block shot point for Watertown in this first set. On the serve over from Jordan Remmers. It went across and then sent right back down by Thury, her 3rd kill, and it's 23-15. Governors with no timeouts remaining here in this first set. And Watertown's 2 points away from taking the first set. Remmers will put it right in the nets. Service error makes it 23-16. The 4th service error of the first set for the Watertown Arrows. And here comes the serve here for the Governors. Addison Novotny was the one that served it. On the left side, that ball is tipped. Sporer got to it. And now it'll be a free ball across from the Governors. Middle of the floor, that attempt, that will go down for a kill for Klotz. And it's 24-16 and 8 set points for Watertown here in set number 1. 24-16 lead. As Ellie Thury is back to serve to try and win the first set for Watertown. Hart will receive. Olson over on just the second hit, trying to get Watertown sleeping, and then it'll go down the line, and a kill for Anna Hertz, her 5th of the set, and it wins the first set 25-16 over the Pierre Governors. 25-16 first set win for Watertown. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with set number 2. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
As we welcome you back for the start of the second set, Pierre Governors dropped the first set 25-16 to the Watertown Arrows on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. As if you're watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports, we will this year have those scoring sets up on the top left corner next to the KCCR logo, and it will be obviously how you're looking at it. It will be the team on the left with the team on the right. So if we change, however we change things up, Pierre's on the right side of the scoreboard, and whoever they're playing on the left side will have that be the way the score is. So while it says 16-25, it's because Pierre is on the left and Watertown on the right on our scoreboard to tell you who wins that first set, and if you need to look back at those first set and second set numbers or however many sets we have to go. Second set, we'll start with the Watertown Arrows getting things underway. As looks like we'll have maybe Ellie Thury that will start things out for maybe Andy Olson. It will end up being Kinsey Russell that will serve first for Watertown. Total of 4 service errors and 1 ace for Watertown, but they had 6 block shot points in that first set. As we start the second set here in Watertown, this will be tipped over the net. It was blocked, and then right back across by the Governors. Left side, that'll be spun out of play. And a hitting error to open things up in the second set from Anna Hertz, her second error, and the Governors have their first lead tonight, 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. 12 kills to just 2 hitting errors for Watertown that first set. As Sloan Waldron will serve first here for the Governors. This is blocked by Pierre, and it will be Alyssa Lowe that will get the block shot points to open things up. A 2-0 lead for the Governors. First block shot point of the night for the Govs. As this will be Olsen that will receive, Andy Olsen that will receive, and then to the corner. Good placement by Reese Munger, her second kill to make it a 2-1 game. And Munger's now picking up 5 different points with 3 block shot points in that first set. And this will be over. Hart on the reception of the serve, and then a free ball here from the Governors. Wasn't set cleanly by Pierre. On the right side, that attack easily dug out by the Governors, and then it'll be hit over by Sport, off the net and stayed in play. On the left side, that will be off the net. No, it will be, I thought maybe it just kicked off the net, but Ellie Thury will get the kill, and it'll be her 4th kill of the evening, and it's now 2-2. It ended up being blocked or touched and then out of play. Another free ball coming off the serve for the Governors. Not how they want to play that, coming off of a serve, and it will turn into a kill for the Watertown Arrows. And it will be Siri Bach that will get the kill. her second, and it's now a 3-2 lead, and Watertown scored 3 in a row. This serve, much better reception here by the Governors. Middle of the floor, right between the block on the attack, but it is dug out by Watertown, and then that one will be hit well out by Ellie Thury. Her second, or make that her first hitting error, and it's now a 3-3 tie here in game 2. A 1-0 lead for this Watertown Arrows squad, 25-16 in the first set. Hadley Hart will serve for the Watertown, or fake that for the Pierre Governors to the Watertown Arrows. Received in the back row by Watertown. Left side attack was blocked by the Governors, and that'll be Addison Novotny with the block, along with also Marina Bushbaum. So those two will get credit for it, and a 4-3 lead here for the Governors. Back-to-back points again for Pierre, and now they lead by 1 again. Hadley Hart's another serve. Olsen will receive. This will be set to the far side. Tapped over. Hart with a diving dig. And now Bushbaum hits it across. Easily dug out by Russell. Left side attack. Again, another kill coming for Ellie Thury. Her 5th now of the evening, and it's 4-4 here in set 2. Hertz and Thury both with 5 kills now. And Andy Olsen, the libero, will serve here for Watertown in a 4-4 tie. Sporer with the reception of the serve. Hartz over on the far side. It's a free ball here for Watertown, and almost was set too high, but hanging in the air was Clot long enough to get a piece of it and put it down for a kill to make it 5-4. Really set the Governors, I wouldn't say out of system, but just in general looked like that Clot, there was no chance that she was going to hit that, but just hung in the air long enough. Now here's Sporer, that will hit it too far, and it's now a 6-4 lead here for Watertown. And Sporer's first hitting air, it's the first hitting air by the Governors in this contest. He had 6 kills in the first set. This will be hit out by Olsen on the serve. That's the second service error for Olsen, and it's now a 6-5 lead for Watertown, as Alexis Schleckaway will go back to serve here for the Governors. Schleckaway, the 5'7" senior. Olsen receives the serve on the right side, dug out by Hartz. Now Waldron will send it back over to that far side. It went over from Keys, but a free ball coming to Watertown. This one's tipped and then dug out by Schleckaway. Bushbaum will try to go with the right hand and I think just missed it. And it turns into a point, or was it blocked? Saying Ellie Thury blocked the attempt from Bushbaum. And Thury now with her first block shot points to make it a 7-5 lead for Watertown. On the serve from Remmers, this one will be hit long by the Governors as Allie Keys pushed that one too far. And Keys with her first hitting error makes it an 8-5 lead for Watertown. 3-point advantage. Remmers again on the serve. This will be received over on that right side and then tapped across. One-handed play by Thury to keep the ball alive and then hit over by Watertown. And Russell dug out by the Governors. Keys with the opportunity. That was tipped to the net by Watertown. Back across, and that one just missed by Waldron. And it's a kill for Clot, her 4th, second of the set. 9-5 advantage now for Watertown here in set number 2. As we play along here in this second set. This will be served long and out by Remmers. Her second service error makes it 9-6, and that is the 6th error overall serving-wise by Watertown. Now here's Molly Olsen to serve. Olsen right across the net. It almost went it back across. It was hit at the net. Oh no, I guess it was touched by the Governors. That would have been 4 hits. This one will be tipped over, and it will be underneath the net. Watertown will get the net violation. Will give the Governors the point. It's not turned into a kill for Novotny. What a good play there by Pierre. And Remmers went underneath the net, got the net violation, and Olsen will serve again with a 9-7 advantage for Watertown. This is right down the line and in. Another running attack for Klotz to make it 10-7. and it's a 3-point advantage now for Watertown. Ellie Thury will go back to serve. Opening night here in volleyball 2025 season. This will be right down the line. Diving play, but it turns into an ace. It was misplayed by Schleckaway on the serve. And Ellie Thury picks up her first ace and just the second ace overall for Watertown so far tonight. 11-7 is the lead here in the second set. Watertown took the first one, 25-16. Now 11-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Tapped over the net right in the middle of the floor by the Governors. Left side, that one's blocked by Pierre. Hit around a couple of times, and a free ball coming from Watertown over to Pierre. Now it's a chance for Waldron. Her attack was dug out by Thury after it was tipped. Then that's over the net, but a net violation against the Governors puts up another point for Watertown, and it's 12-7. And a 5-point advantage here for Watertown again in the second set. Another serve here for Thury. It is misplayed by Hartz on the serve. Another ace. Thury's second of this string, and it's now 13-7 in favor of Watertown. A 6-point lead here in set number 2. So now here's Ellie Thury again for another serve. And it turns almost, well, that will be a lift against the Governors. So it's now a 14-7 lead for Watertown, and Coach Gary Wheelhouse will take another timeout, her first of the second set. 14-7, Watertown doubling up Pierre here in the second set. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
We welcome you back. It is a 14-7 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard for the Watertown Arrows over the Pierre Governors. John Winkler with you on this Tuesday night. And again, coming up Friday, we've got Pierre Governor football, 7 o'clock kickoff on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. And then Saturday, we've got Pierre Governor soccer at Hollister Field against Rapid City Central. 10 a.m. for the boys, 12 o'clock for the girls. We'll have both games on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We've also got Cincinnati, Nebraska college football coming up on Thursday here on KCCR. No other score updates to tell you about in Class AA right now. This will be Molly Olson that will set coming at the timeout and then hit into the nets by the Governors. Sloan Waldron will pick up the hitting air. And it's 15-7, an 8-point lead here for Watertown as trying to run away with this second set. Ellie Thury will serve. Hartz will receive it. Almost miscommunication, and then Bushbaum will push it across. It was touched by Watertown, so play continues. Hartz trying to get it to the net. Olsen will set. There's an attack by Waldron, and that will go for a kill for Sloan Waldron. And a good play from the Governors, as that's their first kill of this second set to get to their 8th point. A really good play there from the Governors to scramble back into a good spot, and a good attack from Sloan Waldron, making it a 15-8 score. On the serve across here from the Governors. Right side attack, that was blocked and it goes out of play, so it'll be a kill for Klott, her 4th of the set, and it's 16-8. That was Aston Novotny that took the serve. Now Kerrigan Klotz, the 5'10 junior middle hitter. Hart will receive it, Olsen will set on that far side, and that will be a hitting error against the Governors, as that one went out of play. That one came from Alyssa Lowe. And the 4th hitting error of this first set by the Governor, or the second set, by the Governors. 2 digs there by the Govs in a row. This will be down the line, and Pierre couldn't get over to make the play. Hit it over the top was Anna Hertz, her first kill of the second set, 6th overall. And Hertz put it down the line. Schleckle was too late getting over to it. Keys getting over to it. Olsen will tip it across. That far side, diving for it. Governors get over on the second and it hits, and it will be Alyssa Lowe that will knock it down for a point to make it 18-9. So Lowe makes it a 9-point game, 18-9. Allie Keys will go back to serve. And we'll see what Keys has in store right down the middle of the floor. Thury with the reception on the left side. That attack was tipped and no chance for the Governors. Reaction wasn't there, and it will be a kill for Hertz as she's looking to maybe heat up at the end of this second set in terms of points for Watertown. We still could go a long ways in this second set. The Governors right now down by 10, but if they can string some points together, they can extend this second set out. This will be over on the serve from Russell. On that right side, attack for the Governors. It was dug out by Watertown in the Waldron attempt. This one was blocked by Pierre, but it stayed on the Governors' side. Alyssa Lowe couldn't get the block. And it's another Hertz kill to make it 20-9. An 11-point lead here for Watertown in set number 2. Russell on the serve. Received by Keys. And Spore right down the line. That'll be a kill for Paige Spore. Her 4th of the game. First of this second set, only the 3rd one of the set for the Governors, and it's now 20-10. Pierre is down by 10. And so the Governors and Sloan Waldron will serve here for Pierre. On the jump serve, Olsen receives it. Russell with plenty of space. It'll be a free ball by Watertown, so the Govs can take advantage of this as Waldron will set, and then it'll be tapped over and down. Marina Bushbaum will get her second kill. 20-11. Soft hit by Bushbaum, but on the wrong side of the defensive side for Watertown. Gets her second kill, and it's now a 9-point game for Watertown. Another jump serve. That is an ace for Waldron. Olsen and Thury broke apart, thinking that it was either going to go long or the other was going to get it. And Waldron picks up the first ace of this second set for the Governors. And the second ace overall here in the contest. And now this will be a service error from Waldron. The 3rd one of the match, just the first one of this second set. And so now as Hertz will serve, that will also miss, and we're trading service errors right now. That's the second service error by Hertz, and the third service error of this set. 21-13. Hart on the serve. Left side attack from Thury. Tipped it was blocked by the Governors. Back to Thury again. Another block by the Governors. Now they'll try the right side for Watertown, and hitting into the net was Bach. And it's a point for the Governors. 2 good block shots there by Pierre. Makes it a 7-point game, 21-14. And the Govs trail by 7 here in the second set. Hart will serve. Olsen can't receive it well, and Hadley Hart's got an ace to make it 21-15, and the Governors aren't going away that quietly here in the second set. Her first ace of the night, 3rd one overall by the Governors. 6-point lead here for Watertown. Hart on the serve, Olsen to receive. This will be over on the left side. Thury's attempt, and that will not be able to be pancaked by Hart. And Ellie Thury will pick up her 6th kill of the evening to make it 22-15. 7-point advantage for Watertown in the second set. They lead 1-0 after a 25-16 first set win. This will be hit long by Olsen on the serve. Another service error, her second of the set, 3rd overall, and it's 22-16. Pierre had 16 in that first set, and see if they can extend that. And obviously, the Govs would like 9 out of the next 12 points to go in their favor. This will be an ace for Alexis Schleckaway to make it 22-17. Schleckaway hit that one short, and Watertown was scrambling to get it, and a diving attempt went over the scores table. So Schleckaway will pick up her second ace. And this then will go into the nets to make it 23-17. Pierce still down by 6. Govs still have a timeout remaining. Watertown has not used a timeout yet tonight, as it will be Jordan Remmers that will serve here for Watertown. at the net, was punched over the net by the Governors, then tipped over by Watertown. The free ball by Hart as it skipped off the net. Ball stayed alive, and then Thury, that will be tipped, and it will be a kill. It landed out of play, but it was tipped at the net, and Ellie Thury will pick up her 7th kill of the evening. And now it's 7 set points to work with for Watertown here in set number 2. They try and take a 2-0 lead. Remmers puts it in the net, so it is a point for the Governors. That's her second service error of the set. 24-18. Pierre is down by 6. And Molly Olson now to serve here for the Governors. The junior on the serve. Received by Remmers. Middle of the floor and straight down for a kill for Klott, who was the best attacker for Watertown in that second set. 25-18 in favor of Watertown in the second set. So now a 2-0 lead for the Arrows, and Pierre has got work in front of them as they go into set number 3. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? At Vilas Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best for your healthcare needs. We offer competitive pricing on all your prescriptions, ensuring you get great value without compromising on quality. Conveniently located right here in Pierre, getting your medications is always easy. Plus, you'll experience truly personalized service from our friendly and knowledgeable team. We're here to help you every step of the way. Make the switch to a pharmacy that puts you first. Visit us online at vilaspharmacy.com or call us today at 605-224-0907. James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
So it turns into a 2-0 lead here for Watertown over Pierre as they take the first set 25-16 and then 25-18 in set number 2. And Pierre's got work in front of them for this third set to try and keep things alive. Pierre has just 10 kills overall through the first 2 sets compared to 26 for Watertown. The Gus have 4 hitting errors all coming in that second set where Watertown's got 5 overall. A total of would be 3 aces for Watertown and ends up being 9 service errors in 2 sets. The Governors have 4 aces and 4 service errors, but 7 block shot points for Watertown and just 2 so far for the Governors, all coming in that second set. And so Pierre's attack has not been what they were hoping to see in this first match, as they will start with the serve in set number 3. And Pierre is looking for a start here in this third set to get things moving along, because they've got work in front of them. You know, obviously now you got to win the next 2 sets. You have no room for error anymore, and try and make a reverse sweep to open up the season. Sloan Waldron will serve first here for the Governors. Waldron on the serve, Thury to receive on the back row. Left side attack was blocked by the Governors. Back at the net, and it'll be a net violation against the Governors. They had the opportunity to pick up the point, but I think both girls that were there for the Governors, felt like, I mean, you almost saw the open space and how easy it was to score a point and ran into each other, didn't have the communication, ended up going into the net. This will be blocked by who else than Reese Munger. Her 4th block shot points, and it's now a 2-0 lead here for Watertown in this 3rd set as they lead at 2-0 right now, winning 25-16 and 25-18 in the first 2 sets. Here's an ace now for Kinsey Russell. Russell's first ace of the evening, and it's now a 3-0 lead for Watertown. That is the 4th ace overall for Watertown. Russell will put that one low at the net for a service error. That's her first error overall, but the now 10th service error for Watertown here in the match. And Coach Bellum going into game 2 will probably be looking to address that in practice, saying our service has got to be better. Can't give up that many free points, and most of those 10 service errors have not been close for Watertown. This will be a kill on the right side for Siri Bach, her 3rd kill overall. She's got 1 in each of the 3 sets, and a 4-1 lead for Watertown here in this 3rd set. And it will be another serve here for Watertown coming from Anna Hertz. That one will be the attack and dug out by Andy Olson, and then down the left side, and that one's a kill for Ellie Thury. As Thury is closing in on double-digit kills, she's got 8 now in the contest. 5-1 lead for Watertown here in this 3rd set. Hertz again on the serve. Waldron will reset it up, and then into the net. It will be a net violation against Novotny, who couldn't find her footing after the attack, and it's now a 6-1 lead for Watertown. And it will be another serve coming from Hertz. Hart will receive it. It'll be Waldron that will back set it. Tips on the Sporer attack. On the left side, now it's Thury again. That one's dug out by Hart, much easier that time. A hard set across, and Sporer just kept it within the inside of the antennas. And then Thury, another attempt, another tip and down for another kill. And it will be a point for Ellie Thury, her 9th kill of the evening. Governors will send in a sub. And it will be number 22, Ellen Hartz, the sophomore that will get in for the first time. Hartz, they go right after her. She is able to receive the serve, but it goes over the net. And then as the Governors, it came back to Aston Novotny, she put it into the net. And it'll be a hitting error to make it an 8-1 lead for Watertown. And a timeout will be taken here by the Pierre Governors. 8-1 is their score here in set number 3. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Looking at, we'll see if we can see some score updates. Lincoln is beating Jefferson. They won the first set. They won the first set 25-23. That's a impressive first win for the Lincoln Patriots over the Jefferson Cavaliers, who have been very good over the last couple of years in AA volleyball. Huron beat T 25-7 in the first set. Sturgis is up 1-0 over Belfouche with a 25-14 win. Looking out at Class B, not a lot going on right now. They're still probably somewhere around the next 10-15 minutes from getting things underway. For Class A, looking at maybe seeing if Miller and Kill White Lake had started or Stanley County's match has started, but those no scores to report. And the same goes for Sully Buttes and Jones County, which they're probably closing in on starting here shortly. 8-1 is their score coming out of the timeout. Watertown has a 2-0 lead in sets, and they lead it by 7 here early on in this 3rd set as they look for a first game win. Governors will be on the road to Stevens on Friday. And now we will have a rotation violation against the Governors on the serve to make it a 9-1 game. Whether somebody moved too quick or they just lined up not in the right spot. And so now this one will be an ace as it hit the net and dropped down. And Anna Hertz will get her first ace of the match to make it a 10-1 lead now here for Watertown. as Ellen Hart will receive. Far side attack, that will be a lift called against Addison Novotny to make it 11-1. It was a kill for, would have been a kill for Novotny, but it was Novotny that gets called for the error. And it's now 11-1 in favor of Watertown. Hadley Hart got it across, a free ball. This will be dug out by the Governors. Now Spore's opportunity. That's blocked by Watertown, stayed on the arrow side, and they got a free ball across. And Spore put it in the corner, and Paige Spore will get the kill to make it 11-2. Spore's 5th kill. She leads the Governors right now, having 3 in that first set, but only 1 in that second set. And it's the first Governor kill of the 3rd set, down 11-2 right now. Allie Keys is back in, along with also Alexis Schluckaway that will serve here for the Governors as they trail by 9 here in this 3rd set. This will be set on the right side. That will be a point for the Governors, whether it would be a block or a net violation. And I believe it didn't even get over the net, so it turns into a hitting error for Reese Munger. And so that's the 6th hitting error by Watertown here tonight. This one will just get over the nets on the serve from Schluckaway. Then this will be a net violation against Watertown. This one was a net violation from Siri Bach, and it's now 11-4. So back-to-back points here for the Governors. Now trailing by 7 in this 3rd set. As Schluckaway again will serve. On the right side, that one was blocked by the Governors. Keys had to play it again. Now back to Keys, and her shot ends up going into the nets. Well, they're going to say it's a block by Reese Munger to make it a 12-4 lead. And that would be the 5th block shot point of the night for Munger. And now Reese Munger will go back to serve with an 8-point lead for Watertown. And going from the bottom to the top of your radio dial on the serve for Munger. This will be over on the far side. That attack will be taken here again by Watertown. And then Thury's kill, that will go for another kill for Ellie Thury. So that is now number 10 for Thury. She is in double figures. And a 13-4 lead. Reese Munger with a total of 7 points with the 2 kills and 5 block shots. But Thury's got the most coming off of her hands as Bushbaum, the lefty, on the attack, dug out on the back row. It'll be sent back to the nets, and it was a kill for Siri Bach as the Governors made that first initial attempt at blocking it, but couldn't keep the ball alive, could Keys. So now it's 14-4, and Watertown's back up by 10. And they're just 11 points away from sweeping the Governors here in this first match of the season. On the serve across, Schluckaway had to back up, and then the attack came to Schluckaway, and I believe it was blocked by Klotz, her first block of the night, or excuse me, her second block of the night to make it 15-4 in favor of Watertown, as Reese Munger again will serve. This Watertown team, they went to the state tournament, got 6 last year as Bushbaum got to the back row, but it was dug out by Russell. Then Thury put it in the net for a hitting violation, or excuse me, for a hitting error. That's her second. Makes it 15-5. Well, it's a Watertown team that is looking to more or less reload and not rebuild this year. And Coach Bellum, of course, you just never know what your team is going to be like. And even after the first game, you still got some question marks. This attack was dug out by the Governors, and Waldron got to the corner. Olson was able to be there. Andy Olson, that is, for Watertown. Olson again got it over left side. Thury got it across the net, just barely inside the antenna. It's tipped of the net from the Governors. Now the arrows again left side. Thury rolled off the net. It hit the front side of the net, the face of the net on the Watertown side, and rolled its way across and down for another kill for Ellie Thury. And she's now got 11 kills to make it 16-5, an 11-point lead for Watertown in set number 3. It's a tough, when things are going well for one team, it just feels like every break is going to go that way. especially you're on the losing side of things right now. This attack from the back row, this will be hit out. A hitting error from Schleckaway from the back row, and it's now 17-5 for Watertown. Jordan Remmers on the serve. This is pushed high up, and then that one's not going to get to the net, as it is Sloan Waldron that didn't get all of it. A hitting error from Waldron. And it's now 18-5, a 13-point lead for Watertown. Remmers, that one just over the net. Hart has to go back to it, and it will be tipped over by Waldron. Now at the net to the left side, Thury, that is tipped. It's going to be Olsen that will set it right down the middle of the floor, but it will be hit out by Novotny. Governors were looking for a tip, but it was hit just long and was not touched by Watertown. And the Governors have 6 hitting errors in this third set. A 14-point lead now for Watertown. This will be tapped over the net. It was touched at first by Watertown. Now a rolling attack and another kill for Klotz. She's now got 8, and it's 20-5. And the Watertown Arrows are 5 points away from sweeping the Governors here in the opening match of the season. Remmers will serve. Olsen, that one got to the net, but Keys couldn't hit it over. 21-5. This Pierre Governor team they will go back and watch film, as we've got a sub coming in. Faith Baumberger will check in. So Faith Baumberger will get into the ball game for the first time. This will be served long and out by Remmers. It'll be her 4th service error. But Pierre will have to hit the tape and watch this match and regroup and get ready to go for Friday against Stevens and then Central. You'd like to go at least 1-1 coming out of that weekend and be 1-2 to face Douglas. You could be at 2-2. This will be another kill for Klotz, as she's now at 9, closing in on double digits in the first match of the season. 22-6 lead now for Watertown. Ellie Thury will go back to serve. Again, there's going to be a lot of question marks coming out of this first game, and it's a long season, and the Govs want to. You can't have your best effort in game 1 and not have another good effort after that. Things have got to build for the future here for the Governors. This will hit the antenna, and a hitting error by Allie Keys to make it 23-6, and now just 2 points away from a sweep here for Watertown. This is a team that went to the state tournament, one of those 8 teams that were in there. And it was a litmus test to start the season. And unfortunately for the Governors, they're not going to pass that test, as this one just got over the net, and no one was there for Pierre, so Remmers will get the point. And it's now 18 match points here for Watertown to try and close out game 1 of the season. Thury will serve with the match on her hand. And this will be at the net. Baumberger pushed it to the corner. Over on the left side, that one will go down for a kill for Anna Hertz. And that will wrap things up for the Governors in game 1 of the season. A 3-0 win for Watertown as they win it 25-16, 25-18, and 25-6 in a sweep of the Pierre Governors for Watertown. Back in 3 minutes to wrap it up here from Watertown Civic Arena. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planting for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
We welcome you back here as we get into the post-game show. The Pierre Governors fall here in this first game of the season by a score of 25-16, 25-18, and 25-6 as we start to go through the stats. Governors did not lead in that first set at all. They led early on in the second set, but as things continue to go through, there was not much for the Governors in that second set. They were playing from behind through that second set, and then into the third set, wheels kind of fell off for the Governors, and they had just one kill in that third set. Did not have an ace as well. I mean, they scored just 6 points overall in set number 3 for the Governors, who fall to 0-1 to open of the season. And we start with the stats for the victorious Watertown Arrows. They were led in hitting by Ellie Thury, who had 11 kills, 3 in the first set, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third. 9 kills for Anna Hertz and Kerrigan Klatt. It was Hertz in the first set with 5, Klatt in the second set with 5. So Thury was just consistent all the way through. She led the third set with those 4 kills, but she didn't, even having the most kills in the game, she didn't lead either of the first 2 sets. Those two had 9. Siri Bach had 4, another 2 kills for Reese Munger and 1 for Jordan Remmers, as they had 34 kills in total for Watertown. 7 total hitting errors for the Arrows, 2 in the first set, 3 in the second set, and another 2 in the third set. They had 5 aces, as 2 came from Ellie Thury, 1 from Kinsey Russell, 1 from Anna Hertz, and 1 from Jordan Remmers. They had 5 service errors, so you got to think that for Coach Bellum's team that they're going to be talking about, it wasn't that the errors were really that close either. It was a lot of times hitting the bottom of the net, just hitting the net or missing pretty offline, that I think they'll be looking at trying to make that a better case into the second game of the season for the Watertown Arrows. 10 block shot points, 5 for Reese Munger. She was very good in the net, keeping everything away from the Governors. 2 block shot points for Kerrigan Klatt, a point, 1 block shot point for Ellie Thury, as well as also Siri Bach and Anna Hertz. For the Governors, they had, again, just 11 kills in total on the night, 5 for Paige Sport. She led the way for Pierre, had 3 in that first set. And then it was 2 kills each for Alyssa Lowe and Marina Bushbaum, and then a kill each for Addison Novotny and Sloan Waldron. And they had just 11 kills, just 1 in that third set, as they followed 25-6 in the third set. They had 10 hitting errors for the Governors, 4 aces, 2 for Alexa Schleckaway, 1 for Sloan Waldron, and 1 for Hadley Hart, who was the libero for the Governors, and then 4 service errors in total. 2 block shot points. It was Alyssa Lowe and Marina Bushbaum that both got a block shot point in that second set for the Governors, as that will be the stat total for you. As it is a opportunity for the Governors to learn from this first game and get set for the second match of the season when they take on the Stevens Raiders on Friday, and then Central on Saturday. They've got to regroup and be ready to go for those matches Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a tough couple of days to kind of regroup, but the Govs, this first game of the season, there is a long way to go and plenty to build and to get better and to continue to go through. Well, the first game isn't how you would like it to go, and especially that third set didn't go the way you wanted it to go. There is a lot of time in this season to just get better and to continue to improve as the year goes along. But the Governors right now will have to regroup and get ready to go for an opportunity to take on Stevens on Friday and then Central on Saturday. We will have Pierre Governor football Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, and then Pierre Governor soccer with a 10 a.m. kickoff. So those will be on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So our next volleyball broadcast will be the home opener whenever they take on Douglas with a 6:30 scheduled start time. We'll be on the air about 6 o'clock on Thursday of next week. I want to say thanks to Jen Brazilius back at the station. John Wickler here signing off as the Pierre Governors fall in Game 1 of the season. They fall in a sweep to Watertown, 25-16, 25-18, and 25-6, as we say so long from Watertown.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Zander Auto Parts. And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD7, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank, and by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. Join us all season for more of the Pierre Governors. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South. This has been a special presentation